Good morning, happy Thursday. I'm in a better mood today, I think. Yesterday I just got like I started off the day really strong, in a good mood, and then I ended off the day, I don't know, I just like was in a mood. I think like all the letdowns, excuse me, my throat it still is like, I don't know, and I watched my video and like it doesn't sound any different, but it sounds like so nasally and congested to me in my head. Anyway, yeah, I don't know, all the letdowns with the house stuff is just like, it's depressing, but I need to keep reminding myself that like, we're in no rush to find a place, and it'll happen when it happens. So that's my motto today. I'm in no rush. Really quickly, because I'm so excited, we have redone the front yard. So, well, I shouldn't say we, I should say Skylar, which is not like focusing on the yard, but I don't want to show you like the whole front of the house. He redid the grass in the front yard the past couple days, which is why our vlog has been like messed up and 2 days behind rather than 1 day behind. But I am running late this morning because I had stuff to do. I guess I'm not like that late, but I'm a little bit late. I had to do like a package, and then I had to do my thumbnail from that day for the vlog today, because for whatever reason I've been saving it for the morning time. I used to do when I would get home, but my laptop has been in the spare room because we have it hooked up to the Cricut, and it's just like easier to leave it in there because it's kind of in the way when it's in the living room anyway. So now I like never can just sit on the couch. I mean, I could go get it, but I just never do, and I'm like, meh, I'll just do it in the morning. So yeah. Also, I need to charge my camera, and I meant to do that last night. Anyway, it is Thursday. It's gonna be a better day. Today's contraction surgery, which is really fun. So yeah, let's have a good day. Holy moly, what a day. I'm so exhausted. It is currently 4:05 and I just got finished prepping my, I always call it research, but it's not always research. Like tomorrow it's not research, but some weeks it is. We always just call it our Friday research project, but it's not research this week. So this week we've been reading folktales. I think I said earlier in the week I was reading fables. I don't know. I'm reading folktales. So the kids are actually going to write their own fable with, folktale. Yes, folktale. With a friend that they're assigned to. And so they'll fill out their notes first to kind of plan out their story, characters, setting, etc., problem, and then solution. And then they'll create their one-pager that has... Oh wait, that's not right. This should actually be like a picture and then the writing page. I need to fix that. Good thing I caught that, because I would have made copies without even realizing. Oh, I see she changed it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it that way. Yeah. Okay, so basically, sorry, this is what I'm getting to. Clearly I didn't read through that. So the topics will be how the zebra got its stripes, how the cheetah get their spots, why is a bumblebee yellow and black, why do giraffes have long necks, why does the seahorse have a curled, I was right the first time, tail, and then why do puffer fish blow up? I sound like the kids. Wow. And so they'll pick one of those, and then they're going to create a story to explain the reason as to why that thing happens. Obviously a very fake reason. And so that goes with the stories that we've been reading this week. So they'll do that with a friend. I need to figure out if I'm going to change that other piece though, because I kind of wanted them just to like write the story and then maybe present it to the class. I don't know how I want to do that. I'll figure that out. We also, which here's one who left early today, but we also did our contractions. It's just like on the floor. We did our contraction surgery today. This morning, I decided last minute to make tags. So I used the little lanyards that I bought off Amazon, and then I just made name tags for all of them, so it just says doctor and then their name. And so I made those for everyone, and so they got to wear those, and then they had their glove and they did their contraction surgery. It was really cute. I should have saved some of them so I could show you guys, which I don't know if I said this morning, but that whole set is actually in my TPT shop as a freebie. The whole contraction surgery set It comes with like all the words, and then I've seen some people do like actual band-aids, which would probably be easier because then they just like stick right, they don't have to glue them, but that would be really expensive because band-aids aren't that cheap. So yeah, I just have the band-aids that have the I was about to say contraction, the apostrophe on them already, and then they just glue them on. So it was so much fun, and I had like the little heart monitor thing like going on the screen and the noise and stuff. They had a blast. Last year my kids like didn't enjoy it at all, or I shouldn't say they didn't all, it's just like some of them were being just like grumps about it. They were like, I don't want to be a doctor, and I'm like, it's just like for fun, you guys. Like, why does it have to be, I don't know. But this year, so they were having so much fun, so I stopped them halfway through and I was like, I just want to let you guys know, like, my kids last year did not like this, and I spent so much time prepping this for you guys, and I knew that you were gonna like it, and you guys are having such a blast, and it makes my heart so happy. I told them I went home last year and cried because they didn't have fun, which I didn't cry, but I was pretty like upset about it because I'm like, I spent so much time. Last year I like made that whole thing. This year I just had to print it, so it wasn't as big of a deal, but yeah, they didn't like it. And so this year they loved it, and they were like, why wouldn't the kids last year have liked this? This is so much fun. And yeah, they were having a blast with it. So we took our contractions test, which I actually need to grade right now, so I can put it or my data in the computer so we can talk about it at the PLC in the morning. I still had a lot of kids not pass, but contractions are just hard. Like, it is a really hard thing to teach. Like, they're just been having a hard time like grasping what it is. I don't know. So I need to look at those, but I'm sure, I know I saw at least like probably 10 kids that didn't pass, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, so other than that, we actually had to skip wind time today, which I was all prepared with our activity, but my partner called right after lunch and said that we were going to have a fire drill at 2:30, which is our wind time. So we were like, we don't want to switch kids at the same time that we're supposed to be having a fire drill, so it just made more sense just to skip wind time, because by the time we got back it would have been like 10 minutes, and that's just not worth it. So we skipped it, and I just had the kids spend a bunch of time. I guess like the AC just turned off or something. That was weird. It got like really quiet all of a sudden. I like totally lost my train of thought. I don't know. Oh, I made the kids clean the room because it looked like a tornado had hit this room after we did contraction surgery, because we had to leave for the library like right then, and I was just like, clean, 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 and then we didn't get it cleaned up that well, and then after the end of the day I was just like, oh, you guys, we gotta get this room cleaned up because this is gonna drive me crazy, and the janitors do not need to clean up after us. So we cleaned it up. I just saw this though, she left it on my desk, so I started doing, I'm gonna cover up, I started doing back to the dojo things, which I think I told you guys about, but they just pick on here what they want, and then they turn these little slips into me so they can use their dojo points, and then I just take their points away. So this student just like circled the thing that they wanted, but I just saw up here she put, thank you. How cute. That's so adorable. So sweet. Alright, so I'm going to finish up for today. That was like all we did today. We just did guided reading, and during guided reading I had to do that contraction test, so we did that. So I didn't pull reading groups. And then we did contraction surgery. That was all of our ELA block. And then math, we just did math rotations today. And then really quickly I'll show you the game that I put together for the kids to do at the game station. So they have this sheet. There's 4 different ones, so they have different problems. They take a spinner, put that on top, and then they take one of these pages. I did one sample problem on here so they could see how to do it. So they spin their first number, spin the second number, they write it down, and then they use their strategy to figure out how to solve it. I've said before, we're not teaching them the standard algorithm, so at this moment in time, most of them just know how to do it using like base 10 blocks, and so they just do the pictures. And then I'm slowly teaching them to do it in like expanded form way, but we just started like this week, and it's gonna be a stretch, so yeah. But it's pretty cool because they totally understand the concept of what regrouping is. When I've asked them, they'll be like, even like my lower math kids, I'll say, okay, well, we can't take 7 out of 3, so what do we need to do? And they're like, oh, we need to regroup. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? And they're like, oh, it means that we need to trade a 10 for 10 ones, and so that we can subtract from that number. So they completely understand like what regrouping is, which is awesome. But we're still just working on it. So I'm gonna finish up my work and head to the gym. So I'm gonna I want to get out of here in the next like half hour. That's my goal. 4:45. I think I can do it. So I'll just catch up with you guys later because my camera's gonna die. Okay, one last thing, because I realized I never showed you guys my outfit. So before I go change, today I'm wearing my hoops like usual. My hair's straight again because I didn't wash it last night. And then I have on a black cardigan. I have this dress, which is from H&M, like quite a long time ago. It's just like a reddish color, and it's just got like designs on it. As you can kind of see, it's super cute. I really like it, and it's actually like this. I would wear it like this like when it's hotter, but the back is like actually has like an open spot. Like you can kind of see like my back right there. The whole back is like open, which is super cute in the summertime, like when I'm not at school, but not at school. And then I wore these little booties with it. Normally I wear like sandals or something, but even though it's hot enough for sandals right now, I just feel like it's just like not an appropriate time to wear sandals yet. Also, I just realized this is like, whoa, zoomed on my face. Hello. All right, now I'm really gonna go. Okay, I've got to make this really quick because my camera is still getting ready to die, but at least that reminds me to charge it right after I'm done with this. So I'm making dinner. I'm making cabbage beef soup. I've made that in, I don't think I ever like vlogged it, but I've talked about it before. It sounds so gross. Like that's something to me that I'm just like, even when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have cabbage beef soup, I'm like, that sounds awful. But it is so good, you guys. It's just, I feel like I made it different before, but I just looked it up on Pinterest and like, this is just the recipe I went with. But I feel like before it was a little bit different, or I could just be crazy. Maybe I just didn't put the celery and stuff, I don't know. Anyway, I used 1 carton of beef broth. It only said 4 cups, which is like basically 1 carton, but it wasn't like enough liquid, so I added a little bit of water. Like I put the water in the carton and kind of shook it up to get like a little bit more of the flavor, because it just didn't feel like it was enough. But I know before I wouldn't have used 2, but I feel like sometimes when I'm making soup, I'm like, oh, it's not making enough soup, and then when I make soup, it's like I have leftovers for days. So I don't know. And then it was ground beef, and excuse you, it was supposed to be a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes, which I didn't realize. I just thought it needed a can of diced tomatoes, and so I put one in, and I think the one I put in was only 14, so it was only half, which is unfortunate, but that's good. And then you put a bunch of just chopped up, hey, you put a bunch of chopped up cabbage in it, and then I did some chopped up carrots, and you do 2 bay leaves, and then what was the other thing? A little bit of celery. Oh goodness, guys. And I have it in the Dutch oven in the oven right now. So I brought it to a boil, and then I put it in there. I'm gonna go, excuse you, I'm gonna go take a shower and stuff, and then come back out to eat it. So it is like, oh my gosh. Can you not bark? It is like 7 o'clock right now, and I'm hoping to be like sitting down relaxing by like 8:40. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. We're also, I think I said earlier, we were doing an open house on Sunday, which I didn't realize was Super Bowl until like after school today, when my friend was like, oh, Whole30's gonna be hard on Super Bowl, and I was like, oh, I'm not going anywhere. And then I was like, oh my gosh, that's Sunday, wait, we can't do an open house on Super Bowl. So I guess, stop, hey. Oh my gosh, I want to smack him so hard when he bites me. No. Ugh. Hurts so bad. So now we're gonna do it on Saturday. No. You are gonna rip all my clothes. Okay, I'm gonna go. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Sorry, this week's vlogs are a day behind, so you actually won't see this until Saturday, I guess. Happy Saturday, happy weekend. I guess by now we'll have already had our open house. Ow! Dude, okay. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow.